Hello, second grade. It's Mrs. Clevenger again. We're going to start off our lesson with our sounds. And even though it looks different and you're not with me sometimes, I want you to make sure that you say the sounds that I say. Echo after me. Ah. K. I. A, T, W, Ch, Sh, K, A-L-L, ball, all. A-M, ham, am. A-N, fan, an. Ild, Eind, old, olt, oast, iv, ang, ing, ong, ung, ank, ink, onk, unk. A-R, car, R. U-R, burn, A-Y, play, A. E-A, eat, E. O-W, snow, O. O-W, plow, ow. O-A, boat, O. O-E, toe, O. We have a word of the day today. Our word is predict. We predict a lot. We might predict in math when we're trying to make a best estimate for a number. We might predict the weather, and we predict a lot when we read to make a educated guess of what's going to happen next. When we predict, we don't just guess. We actually have clues that help support that, why we think is going to happen. So we're going to tap it, spell it, and mark it up. Then we'll use it in a sentence. Let's tap it. Wait, before we tap it, predict. That was pretty long. I bet you we have some syllables we might want to check out. Predict. Predict. So the first part is pre. E. Predict. The next part is dict. Dict. Predict. So first we have the pre part. E. E. You can say E sometimes. Pre. Then I want to do my second syllable, dict. I. What says I? I-H-I. Now, it's going to just be a C for this k sound today because we're using two syllables, and it's not at the very end because it sounds like it's at the end, but it's not. We still have one more letter. Predict. After your C, there's a T. Be very careful with that. Okay? All right. Now we've got to scoop it into the syllables, which we already determined was pre and dict. Predict. Now we are going to look at each syllable to see if they are opened or closed. Pre. This E is at the end, and there's nothing else in this scoop to close it in. So it must be open. And the E says E, so I'm going to put a macron above it. It's saying its name. It's a long vowel, E. Now I'm going to look at the dict part. We have the I, and it's in between those letters. So is it opened or closed? It is closed. And the I says I, So I'm going to put my breath. Predict. Okay. So my sentence for predict is I predict it will snow when it is cold. I know for sure it can't snow when it's really, really hot out, okay? Because by the time the snow would come down, it would turn to rain or something else because it's so hot. So I'm using a good clue to help me out with my prediction. And then I want to skip. I predict it will snow when it is cold.